What's going on, baseball fans? So in this video, I'm gonna fix the New York Mets. We got a lot to do, so let's get to it. The first free agent I'm going to let go is Yoenis Cespedes. While it has been great seeing Cespedes playing again after 3 injury-riddled seasons, it's time for the Mets to move on. While he does provide a bat, he's strictly a DH at this point in his career, and the Mets could use some more flexibility at this point in time. The next free agent I'm going to let go is Jed Lowrie. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't know if Lowrie has even been seen since he signed with the Mets. In 2019, he only played in 9 games and has yet to play in 2020. It would be best for the Mets to move on here. The next guy I'm going to let go is Rick Porcello, with some younger starting pitchers and David Peterson showing he's ready to pitch in the majors, as well as Kevin Smith and Thomas Szapucki coming up eventually. The Mets don't really need Porcello moving forward. Since his Cy Young season in 2016, he's only been getting less effective each year. And finally, the last guy I'm going to let go is Marcus Stroman. A lot of Mets fans would like to bring Stroman back, but I personally think he just hasn't been durable enough in his career, only averaging a little over 140 innings a season. With Stroman looking for some big money this offseason, I just don't think it'll be worth it given how reliable he's been. Now let's bring some players back, and the first guy I'm going to bring back is Jake Marisnick. He's a great guy to have on the team due to his good attitude in the clubhouse, his all-out play, as well as his very good production in the outfield. He may not be much offensively, but defensively, he's very valuable to have off the bench. The next guy I'm going to bring back is Michael Wacha. I know I said earlier that we would be letting Porcello go because of his effectiveness and some younger guys coming up, but Wacha's a different case. He's a bit more flexible than Porcello, being able to start and come out of the bullpen. Also, he's only 29 years old and could end up being an effective back-end starter for the Mets or a very effective reliever out of the bullpen. Last but not least, I'm going to bring back Justin Wilson. The Mets bullpen has been atrocious in recent years, but one bright spot has been Justin Wilson. In 45 games in 2019, he had a 2.54 ERA, as well as 44 strikeouts in 39 innings, and has had an ERA under 3.5 since 2017. He should come back on a 1 or 2 year deal. The Mets need to improve the defense, which ranked 26th in 2019 and didn't get much better heading into 2020. The first thing I'm going to do to improve the defense is make J.D. Davis the designated hitter. Assuming the DH is here to stay in the National League after 2020, which all indications are it will be officially this coming offseason, J.D. Davis would be the perfect person for the DH spot. His true strengths lie in his bat, in which he hit .307 with 22 homers and an .895 OPS in 2019. His fielding, however, is severely lacking. In 2019, he had -11 defensive runs saved, as well as a -4.7 UZR. I think it would be fine for him to play in left field here and there to give a guy a day off, but I think Davis needs to be the DH. With J.D. Davis becoming more of a DH, the Mets will need a left fielder, one that excels defensively. With Jake Marisnick coming back, you could plug him out there, but I think the Mets could swing a trade for someone with a bit of a better bat. There's a few options out there, but the main guy I would go after is Diamondbacks left fielder David Peralta. He did just sign an extension last offseason, but with catching prospect Dalton Varsho being blocked by Carson Kelly, he could fill in for Peralta in the outfield because of his outfield experience, and the Diamondbacks could get some more prospects back. Peralta has dealt with injuries in the past, but I think he would be a great fit for the Mets. The last thing to do to improve the Mets defense is to sign Jose Iglesias to be the everyday shortstop. Some Mets fans may scratch their heads at this considering they have Ahmad Rosario already, but I think it would be best to go with a shortstop that can give you better production defensively. And with Jose Iglesias becoming a free agent after 2020, he would be a perfect fit. While Rosario did have a decent season at the plate in 2019, hitting .287 with 15 homers, 72 RBIs, and a .755 OPS, he wasn't very good defensively. Since 2017, he's given up 33 runs defensively, as well as having an average UZR of -2.3. He also ranked 31st out of 35 qualified shortstops in outs above average in 2019. Iglesias, on the other hand, has been solid on defense, averaging about 2.5 runs saved a season, which includes 7 runs saved in 2019, as well as an average average UZR of 5.13 for his career. In 2019, he also ranked 6th in outs above average. As for the bat, he's not the best, but he won't provide much less than Rosario. In 2019, he hit .288 with 11 homers, 62 RBIs, and a .725 OPS. I think sacrificing a little offense for much better defense would help the Mets tremendously, and Rosario would be a solid bat off the bench and could improve his defense with some guidance from Iglesias. As I mentioned earlier, the Mets bullpen has been really bad lately, and they could use an established closer with Edwin Diaz not working out in the closer role. One guy that jumps right off the page in the 2021 free agent market is Kirby Yates. From 2018 to 2019, Yates averaged a 1.67 ERA and had a major league leading 41 saves in 2019. He has been struggling a bit in 2020 so far, but he should be able to get back on track eventually because of the great stuff that he has. He also has been durable in his career, pitching in at least 60 games a season since 2017. But he doesn't throw very hard and relies more on control and movement, so there shouldn't really be any worry for injuries even though he'll be 34 by next season. I think Kirby Yates would be a great fit with the Mets. Last but not least, the Mets should go ahead and sign Trevor Bauer. Mets fans may think I'm crazy considering his personality as well as the Mets' unwillingness to spend money, but I think Bauer would be a great fit, and here's why. Bauer will most likely cost a lot of money, but I think it would be money well spent for a few reasons. First off, he has simply just been durable, pitching in at least 175 innings since 2015, as well as at least 200 innings the last 2 seasons. Along with the durability, he's put up solid numbers. In the last 3 seasons, he's averaged 31 starts a year with a 3.68 ERA, a 1.23 whip, and over 10 strikeouts per 9. On the other side of things, we all know Trevor Bauer can be a bit outspoken, but I feel like some Mets fans might welcome this. The Mets could use some juice in that city, and I personally think Bauer would be a fun player to have in the Queens. Overall, though, he'll give you everything he's got each start, and you can count on him to pitch a lot of innings. With a rotation of DeGrom, Bauer, and Syndergaard when he comes back, that could be deadly in the playoffs. So that's how I would fix the New York Mets. Tell me what you think down below in the comments. Tell me what you would do to improve the New York Mets. But that's all I got for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.